Sorcerer Battlegrounds is a game that keeps getting into some form of trouble or drama despite almost never updating, especially recently. Today we'll be talking about the rise and fall of a doxing group that had disguised itself as a clan within Sorcerer Battlegrounds. We will also talk about the story how this situation got a staff member removed, but not in the way that you think. So get ready. If you have been blessed with not knowing about the communities within Sorcerer Battlegrounds or the Battleground genre as a whole, I envy you, because these people are either extremely questionable at the least, or borderline evil at worst, so you've been warned. The first group of people is called Panda. If you're a long-time viewer of mine, then you probably have already heard about me talking about this group. This group's crimes go along the lines of doxing, PDF files, and other sorts of horrible people. With that in mind, you will think that Panda will be removed entirely off the face of SVG for harboring these people. Except no, do keep in mind a lot of the people involved with the situation were promptly banned, some for legitimate reasons and some for simply association. And there should be no problem, right? Except everyone was banned unequally. Some people with little involvement got banned and some people with more involvement didn't. So the staff put themselves in a situation where it would either be those few specific people or everyone. But before that could happen, all the previous staff left Sorcerer Battlegrounds for a multitude of reasons to do with the owner of Sorcerer Battlegrounds. To make it short, the owner had done things on his own accord within his own Discord, and let's just say there's a reason he has hired a community manager now. Once all the previous staff left, new ones were added by RH and the new community manager. And once that happened, there shouldn't have been a problem about them being told about the previous groups and individuals. But if it were that easy, I wouldn't be making this video now, would I? To be clear, a lot of the replacement staff had almost never played Sorcerer Battlegrounds or even talked within the Discord. So them not being filled in on the situation isn't entirely their fault. But what exactly happened? Since the new staff were new and naive, they were taken advantage of by these doxers, either by providing fake proof or just straight up lying. And here's where I get involved in the situation. Initially, I simply made a video speaking out against Panda and I didn't take part of any of the bannings, since the staff did it themselves. Except now, I had to go out of my way and make sure that these people didn't start lying out their ass. For a while afterwards, people stayed banned and no one was unbanned, except for one person, Zipliker. To recount his crimes, he had allegedly kept pictures of an underage individual on his device, which he proudly called his collection publicly. Later on when confronted, he admitted to having these pictures, so he would stay banned, right? And as I said before, if it were that easy, I wouldn't be making this video. He had claimed the pictures he had weren't explicit and showed quote-unquote proof of him asking about the pictures from the minor. The pictures he used as proof had never been posted anywhere, nor did he show proof of him downloading the pictures previously. And as things go, Zipliker is no longer permanently banned, rather temporarily banned. And you can make of this what you will. Now, to talk about the second group and person, Soul Society and Azuka. Just like Panda, Soul Society was a Sorcerer Battlegrounds clan, except this one came way later. On the surface, Azuka, the owner of Soul Society, seemed just like another person playing Sorcerer Battlegrounds, except for the fact that he had actively been getting involved with Panda and text him within their channels. If we were to give him the benefit of the doubt, he simply joined because of a friend or for something from the server. One thing to keep in mind is that Azuka is an adult, meaning he has a responsibility around minors, especially online. Now that we're talking about minors, I think you know where this is going. Azuka for some reason hated this one girl who's 16 so much that he decided to witch hunt for this 16-year-old girl. No, not to find her in Sorcerer Battlegrounds and get her, but to go personally harass her in DMs. To make matters worse, he put a cash prize for the harassment made against her. And as if him publicly announcing this wouldn't be enough, he will go out and say stuff like, "Welcome to my class of being an asshole. Today we're bullying a minor." And to take the final step in his grave, he then accused her of liking people 14 and younger, obviously with zero basis. At this time, there was a moderator within his own group, who I'll call Sim. Sim tried their best to make sure that Azuka stopped before things got worse. But once Azuka stopped and Sim had left the group as a whole, Azuka decided to start on an expose video against Sim. What no one expected is that Azuka would include me in the video. Thing is, the video wasn't even an expose, it was him reacting to the 9-minute video against Panda, that he stretched to 50 minutes. Most of the video is him just defending their actions and him saying it's untrue, despite having the screenshots of everything that happened. In the midst of the video, he decided to leak my age and Sim's age as well. Keep in mind, Asuka is a grown-ass man, and what would possibly drive him to do something like this? I got no idea. But now that he had done all of this, it got basically instantly reported to the moderators. Then Asuka decided to come to my DMs and accuse me for working with doxers. Aside from him snitching on himself for leaking a minor's IRL location, this had done nothing. And now it's time we go to the part where all of this got a staff member removed. A new staff member, XPC, had been reported by many people for allegedly leaking the face of a person that has never been on SPG or even anyone related. Of course, now the doxers were being banned in full swing, XPC would be no exception. But of course, XPC never leaked anyone, meaning that XPC was removed for nothing. As for the counter proof that XPC never did anything wrong, has never been shared with me, so I cannot confirm or deny this. But here's a catch. The evidence against XPC came from Panda. Yes, the group known for doxing reported someone for allegedly doxing. And not only that, once XPC was removed for the time being, Panda made a game celebrating XPC being removed, as XPC had actively been keeping them banned. And once XPC was clear for her actions, well, people started getting banned even more for false reports and harassment. And as of now, the situation is still developing, and let's just say that Panda is still planning to dox even more people. And of course, now that people are being outed for these things, some people are showing their true colors and are not even trying to hide it. Obviously, I won't be naming names, but all of them are from Panda. Now, I know that Panda is watching this, so hey, people are telling me everything you're doing, and obviously I recommend you stop. I could be lying right now and there be no one telling me anything, or there might be rats in there such as yourself who have so easily turned on each other. There's still a lot more things I have yet to tell, as I simply cannot speak about things for others' safety. So if you see anyone acting maliciously or trying to harm someone, be sure to report it, as the moderators can and will help. Needless to say, do not seek out or interact with these individuals, as anyone who gets involved will end up in a crossfire. Things like doxing are obviously no joke, and stories exposing these acts deserve any and all support. So please, if you see anyone being blackmailed or doxed, speak out. If you wish to watch the full-length video about the first doxing, then you can click the video on the screen. But with that, I will see you in the next one.